Hey, thank you for your comment. You're absolutely right. Children don't have the capacity to retain as much information as adults. And that's not what I'm saying, or that's not what I'm doing for my students. And for the kids that I've worked with over 20 years, I don't expect them to retain as much as an adult or to think on an adult level. That would be ridiculous. What I am, though, is helping them reach their potential as a child on a child's level, okay, and getting them to focus on what's most important in the moment, and helping them learn how to process their thoughts, their feelings, and their actions, helping them figure out their why, okay. A lot of kids, they're focusing on the wrong why. They're focusing on what they feel like doing or what they don't feel like doing. At first, if a child wants to keep playing and an adult is trying to get them to stop playing, and you repeated the directions 3-4 times, you told them 3 or 4 times, it's not that they haven't heard you. You understand what I'm saying? It's that they want to keep playing, okay? If the teacher is telling her students that she wants their name and date at the top of the paper, and she wants them to get their work done during class, and then they sit during class and they don't focus on their work. They play around, they talk with their friends, they ask to use the bathroom, they drop the pencil, they find all these distractions, and then at the end of the period they say, I'm not done, or what do we have to do again? That's not that they haven't heard the teacher. The teacher will be at the front of the classroom and fight to keep everybody focused. Teach a lesson that she or he has prepared, and at the same time trying to get the kids to learn it. They will do it for them, show them how to do it. They will do all of this work, and then when they finish and now it's time for the students to work independently and get their work done, they're saying, I need help. How do you do this? I don't know what to do. It's not that they don't understand. It's not that they don't have the capacity to understand what the teacher is teaching. If the teacher really worked really hard and broke it down to baby steps to make sure they understand. No, the teacher's doing all that effort, but the students do not want to do the work. They do not want to focus on the work. They do not want to sit still. Listen, I know that a lot of y'all are going to disagree with me, okay? But I've been teaching kids for over 20 years, helping them improve behavior and focus, teaching kids how to read when they couldn't read for years. No matter what everyone has tried, they were not able to read, and then they come to me and they start reading because I teach them focus, and I also teach them how to read at the same time. I teach them accountability and responsibility, okay? And I don't tolerate them giving me excuses and saying they didn't do it because they got distracted, or it's hard, or I don't know how. I've completely changed and flipped the way that I teach, so to make them be accountable, be in the front. So I have these high expectations, and I tell them once, and I tell them that after I give you the instructions, and when it's time to get started, you have to get started. All right? And no talking, eyes on your paper. If we raise these standards and we have these expectations for our kids, and we teach them this, kids all over the country will stop playing in class. Do y'all understand this? They will stop playing in class, and they will actually sit in and do their work if we had these higher expectations. And every time we try to put expectations on children, there's always people that say we shouldn't put expectations on children. And the kids are hearing this, by the way. We have to understand this too. The kids are hearing these conversations that we have. We going back and forth against each other, saying that we shouldn't put these expectations on them. But when I tell you, I'm a virtual tutor and coach, and I teach kids all over the country, and a lot of parents, when they first come, they say, I don't know if my child's going to be able to do this because they need somebody in the room with them. No, they don't. They don't need somebody. That's the last thing they need. They don't need somebody to be in the room with them to make them focus. They need to learn how to do it themselves. And when I tell you, I'll teach kids, a class of kids, because I run it like a classroom, and they're focused, and they're doing their work, and they're doing more than they thought they could. They're achieving more than they thought they could achieve, and they're being proud of themselves, and they get super motivated. Listen, I'm not saying that kids should have the capacity as an adult. I'm just trying to make sure they shine as kids. Make sure they understand kid excellence. Make sure they feel like champions. Make sure they get past stuck. Make sure they start to achieve things that they thought they couldn't achieve. Make sure they stop giving up. That's what I'm talking about, okay? And if we work together, we can make this happen. We got this. Thank you so much for your comment. All right, and let's work together to create champions. Love you. Peace.